Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful humans. Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited that we get to spend this time together. And we are in for the most fun hour that's also going to save you like hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. So it's going to be something where um, we're going to evaporate a whole heap of your expenses using my genius little system to help you clear out so many expenses both in your life and business that have cropped up that you don't currently need. So this is like a challenge hour. I haven't actually done this publicly before. I haven't shared this free. It's a system that I've used myself and with my husband for a long time now, and it's made a massive difference for us. It saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars running a company our size, and um, and then when I started sharing it with clients, the results have been spectacular in terms of just how much people have saved. And I think the highest amount that somebody has earned just from doing like spending an hour or two on this challenge is about $15,000. And I'm excited to see like the next person like top that. So I just felt called. The angels were like, you're going to run the Evaporate Your Expenses challenge. And that way, if any of you who are thinking about joining the academy, it just becomes free for you because you've just saved a shit ton of money. And so, like, it makes the money for you in order to join the academy. And if you've already joined my academy, then it just makes your membership free and it just saves you so much more money, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be so, so beautiful. So thank you for saying hello, everyone. Hi in New Zealand and in Spain and in Florida and Ireland. Oh, that is just divine, 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 divine. So if you want to, you know what, let's just start with just like connecting with ourselves. I know that we're going to do practical, very fun money saving stuff, but let's just start. If you want, just by closing down your eyes, taking a deep breath down into your belly and exhaling through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And you might like to place your hands on the top of your thighs or over your solar plexus or your heart, wherever feels good to you. God, Great Spirit, all that is, what would you have us say? What would you have us do? How would you have us see things for the highest light and good of all? What would you have us do in order to receive more abundance in our lives? We are here to serve the highest light and good of all. Thank you. When you're ready, stretching, wrapping your arms around yourself, giving yourself a beautiful hug. And we're going to begin this beautiful challenge. So Julie says, hi from Argentina, member of the Academy for like 2 years already and love it. Hooray, hooray. Hi, beautiful Simone. Just for you do I wake up this early. I know it's very early. It's the only time that I can do it and get to spread out all across the globe. Okay, so here's where the challenge begins. If you go to, and let me just pop a little banner here so that you can see it. leoniedawson.com/free academy. And I've got a document there. I'm going to work through it all with you. And it's got all of the links and the process to help you save and make hundreds, if it's mostly thousands of dollars a year. And I'm going to share that on my screen with you as well. And we're going to go through this together. Okay. Share screen. Great. So when you go to leoniedawson.com/free academy, here's my little document of my expenses evaporation challenge. And I added some quotes here just to inspire you. Look everywhere you can to cut a little bit from your expenses. It will add up to a meaningful sum. And Benjamin Franklin, and that's by Susie Orman, and Benjamin Franklin says, beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to expenses, there's going to be not all expenses are created equally. If there's expenses that help you to grow your business more, if there's expenses that help you to stay sane and bring delight and joy into your life, amazing. We're not looking for those. What we're looking for is the ones that you didn't even necessarily realize that you were paying, or that you would love to kill off or reduce in some way. So because we're going to be doing this challenge together over the next hour, is for you to share in the chat as you find expenses to kill off or reduce. And during this time, whoever finds the most savings in the next hour will win 12 months of Academy membership, which is worth US $199 a year. And it is just about to double, more than double, up to $497, because there's now over 100 programs in there. And it is just the best investment you can ever make in your business. And if you tag a friend in this live stream to come join us, then we will enter you into a draw, get them to come join the Money Saving Fun, and a person who tags a friend will win US $100 in cash as well. So voila, Academy membership free is also by you just saving money here, which you are absolutely going to, you also are going to free up so much cash for yourself. And if you want to use that to join my Academy before it increases in price, that'll be phenomenal. Or if you want to do something else with the money, phenomenal. I just want to offer this up with a big happy heart to help you evaporate those expenses. And just a few testimonials from people who've already done this money challenge. So when you join the Academy, I get people to do it as soon as they join, because then it just makes their membership free. So this is the first time I've actually shared this free publicly. And somebody thought they didn't have to do any expenses challenges, and it was almost $13,000 a year. We've had people save $14,000 a year, $3,000 a year, $3,500 a year, $3,000 a year, $1,000 a year, almost $3,000 a year. It is amazing. And then you think about how much that accrues over 5 years as well, over 10 years. It is a massive, massive difference. So the first step in evaporating all of these expenses is to compile your expenses. And I've already got some spreadsheets to help you track this. There is a biz expenses spreadsheet and a life expenses spreadsheet. So if you click on the biz expenses spreadsheet, I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So when you click, the first thing is you click File, Make a Copy. Do not try and edit it and then be like, Why is it not editing? And then you like request access. I'm not going to give you access, babes, because it says right here, click File, make a copy. This is the master template, so it cannot be edited. All you need to do is go File, make a copy, and then it creates a copy that you can save for yourself and you can reuse it all the time. And so we've got one for business and we've got one for life, and you can use both. And here's the life one is here as well. And just keep adding through. And as you go, you can do your cost per month. So for example, it might be, so currently you might have internet subscriptions and they are worth $24.95 a month. And then we go through the next process of like, are you going to cancel? Or are you going to reduce the price? Yes, I'm going to cancel. And so you might decide, you know what, I'm only going to have half of them. And I'm going to kill off the other half. So then you have a cost saving of $12.95 a month. Or you might cancel the whole thing and then you save $24.95. What that automatically does is give you an annual cost saving, because those little things every month or every week can add up. And so that's where we want to see like this beautiful, in this yellow section here, your annual saved. And then of course, when you do your business, your life and your business, then you can add those together. So the way to work out all of your expenses is, what you're looking for especially is the monthly subscriptions, the weekly subscriptions, and the annual subscriptions. And because those are the recurring ones. So you look through your bank and credit card statements, your receipts, and your business and accounting software to find regular expenses, add them to your spreadsheet along with how much they cost per month. Then the next step after that is to decide whether to keep or decrease or cancel. I'm just going to quickly check my comments and make sure that that everyone's keeping up. So this is the URL, leoniedawson.com/free academy. And this is a document that we're working on, and it's going to help you reduce all those beautiful expenses. Okay. Tansy says, it won't open in Google Drive, only in the browser. Do you mean the spreadsheet or the document? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I'll keep on going and keep taking you through the challenge. Okay. So let me just zoom in a little bit more. So it's always useful to look at the costs from both the monthly and the annual cost level, because sometimes when we look at a smaller monthly cost, we're like, oh, well, that's nothing. But it accrues so much annually. And just because something's fairly cheap on a monthly basis, it can add up on that annual level. And so making sure that you're like looking at how much it could potentially save you. Then kill off anything you no longer need. So our lives and our businesses, they absolutely change over time, and what you used to need may not be a current need. I know we often talk about automating and delegating tasks in business, but the thing I say always, 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 the most important thing to do is make sure first and foremost that that task is truly worth doing. We can't and don't have to do everything in business and in life. It's much better just to choose specifically what you will do and do it well than trying to do everything and doing a shit job of it. Look at whether you're getting a return on the investment that you're making. Is it really making you money to keep it? Is there something else that could do a similar thing that costs less? And even if it's something that you plan on doing in the future, but you're not using now, can you cancel it for now and go like re-uptake it? Like if there's a piece of software that you want to use in your business, but you just don't have the time to use it right now, can you just kill it off for the moment? Always check, of course, if it's like a grandfathered in price. Most will just like increase the price. I say this because with the Academy, if you buy the Academy at my cheaper price, you get to keep it that cheaper price, no matter how many times the Academy goes up in price. So it's often worth keeping it because you're going to save so much more money doing it that way there, because if you then have to like re-sign up at the higher price, then like it can be like you're getting 2 or 3 years of Academy membership. That makes sense. So look at whether you're getting a return on the best investment are you making. Is it really making you money to keep it? So I do this challenge every 6 months in my business. And I realized at one point that I had 3 social media schedulers for different things. And I reduced it down to 2 and then down to 1 when new features were released. So it's amazing how things accrue. We also have subscriptions to a number of streaming services. And so now we just keep it to 1 and then we swap it around when we want to watch a series on a different service. My husband always keeps his eyes peeled on offers and also usually finds offers for like 3 months free for streaming services. And so he will even over school holidays, he'll just get a month's subscription and then put a reminder in his calendar to cancel it so that if the kids want to watch something over the school holidays, they can, but then we're not watching it all year round. I also realized that for me, I did have a lot of newspaper and magazine subscriptions, and they weren't bringing me a great amount of joy. Instead, they just pile up and feel less like a treat and more like an obligation. So I canceled my subscriptions, and now I just buy them when I'm hungry, in the mood for them. So just a straight out clear out can be very, very useful. If you are going to keep that subscription, see if you can reduce the price. Now, for me, I don't ask for refunds or request lower prices for one-to-one services or courses unless the other person's truly not delivered, because I just regard it as it's up to me to make the most out of that service or course. That's just my personal choice. I'm talking more about software stuff or things that are owned by major corporations, because I don't give a fuck about them. But when it's one person I'm working that's delivering something to me, then I'm much more reticent to try and price haggle on them. Happy to price haggle a company, but not an individual. But that's just my own personal thing. If you I want to say, if you try and price haggle me for the Academy, I'll be like, babes, no, have you even seen how much you can get out of the Academy? Okay, so when it comes to reducing your prices for these services, now, by the way, you can just listen to me natter away as you are working on your spreadsheets. You don't have to listen in rapt silence as I talk through these. I just want to take you through, but I'd really love to see you start working on the challenge now with your spreadsheets and start accruing them. And then you've got a document to work on anyway. So when it comes to price reducing, look at your website and see if the current plan you're on is right for your needs. And you may be able to downgrade the plans if you aren't using that current one to its full capacity. So I did this for a number of my subscriptions. I realized I wasn't using a stack of features I'd signed up for, so I reduced down to only what I truly need. My husband also realized that instead of using a year-round subscription for design software, we can do a monthly subscription for the 2 months of the year that we actually use it. You may not need software year-round. You may just need it for specific projects. So why bother paying a yearly fee if you can just do it monthly instead? We also called our phone provider to see how we can improve our bundle price. And they had brought out new plans in the meantime with new features that we'd needed. So, and that was all at a cheaper price. So they moved us onto that instead. We don't anymore, but a long time ago when we had maxed out credit cards, we signed up to a new credit card company for a balance transfer card. That means we got our existing credit card debt moved onto a new credit card and got 2 years interest free. And we used that 2 years to pay off all that credit card debt. And we cancelled it when we were done. And we've never had maxed out credit cards since. But that has to, like, you can't just like keep on just like accruing new credit cards. It's not going to be helpful. It's like this whole very deliberate choice of going to save money. I'm going to reduce that debt, and I'm going to pay it off in the meantime. For some companies, it's really easy to downgrade plans just on their website. For others that are more complicated, you need to contact them directly. I personally, as an autistic, hate phone calls, so I usually use their live chat feature instead. So you can start the conversation by saying, I want to decrease my expenses, or I'm looking at moving to a cheaper option, or I can't afford this anymore. And PayPal, bank fees, mortgage rates, credit card interest can often be reduced using that method. So some examples of how I reduced some of the expenses. I talked to my mailing list provider. I realized there was a bunch of costs on my bill that I no longer needed because I changed that part of my business, so I could reduce that plan down. I chatted with my website hosting provider, and they helped me reduce expenses by changing server plans. And I also found where I had been inadvertently double charged for subscriptions, and I had been paying an Adobe subscription on 2 different accounts and hadn't used it. And I contacted Adobe and they refunded it for me. So that was friggin' awesome. So the evaporation checklist is, can it be cancelled? Do you still need it? Check if you still use all of the features and if you can downgrade your plan. You can call them or chat with them to get a lower rate as well. And you can also check if there's a competitor who can offer the same service you require at a cheaper price. Now that comes with an asterisk. So for example, my mailing list provider is now Active Campaign, and they've increased their prices, and it's an exorbitant price. Like, do not recommend. And the only thing that's stopping me from moving over is the fact that it will take my team 2 weeks of full-time work in order to move all of our automations and our systems that are already set up in our mailing list provider in order to make a change. So it's actually quite a big money and time investment, and we don't have that time currently. So it's just going to have to go on the back burner, and I'll have to eat the ongoing cost until I can until I can afford the time and the also lump sum cost of paying my staff to make that change. So just because if you've got your website on a certain service or like all of your like your course platform through a certain service, and you're like, oh, I found something for cheaper, you need to factor in how much time it's going to take you to move things over, and whether that is time well spent right now, or whether that time is better off spent in marketing or doing something else. So that's always very important. So just a reminder to share in the chat as you find expenses to kill off or reduce, and whoever finds the most savings by the end of this hour, so you've got 35 minutes left, you're going to win 12 months Academy membership, which is worth US $199 a year. You can also tag a friend to join in the money saving fun, and somebody who tags a friend will win US $100 cash. And for all the rest of you, you're going to be saving thousands of dollars a year. You're fucking welcome. That way, if you want to join my Brilliant Biz and Life Academy, which is a place where you can get all of my courses and my coaching, my virtual co-working space, my books, all the stuff, it's over $10,000. You can get that for free. Currently, it's only $199 a year, and that price is going up in 2 days to $499 a year. So it's more than doubling. So if it's something that you've been thinking about, I wanted to make it so you could save money and be like, yeah, I've got the money. This is the best investment ever. I've actually made money joining your program. And I'm like, you're welcome, my friends. You are welcome. Okay, so it's challenge time. It's time for you to use the spreadsheets and start getting your things sorted. To tag someone, all you do is just and their name should pop up, and that will work beautifully. Thank you everyone for tagging. I'm tagging your friends to come join us. We can save a whole shit ton of money together. It'll be so fun. So if you're looking for where the checklists are, if you go to leoniedawson.com/free academy, that's where my document is, and that's where you can find the spreadsheets to help you start tracking what expenses you can either kill off or reduce along the way. And if you want to like put in the chat each time you find something to kill off or reduce, amazing. And then at the end of this, I'll get everyone to like accrue the amount they've saved as well, and pop it in the chat, and we'll have a little winner. Also, if you have an academy membership already, you can gift it to a friend if you like. Otherwise, we'll work out a way for it to become free for you instead. Hooray, 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 hooray. Okay. Kerry says, I've already saved $239 since this call started. Yeah, babe, that is brilliant. Selena says, there's a software I thought I needed for my business, but I'm not using it. Canceling the renewal just saved me $380. Yes, yes. How good is this? How fun is this? Okay, Kiki says, I'm going to stop offering PayPal as a payment method. They charge way too much. A small saving, but could add up to. Yes, and also you can just ask PayPal to reduce your fees. Say, your expenses are too high. I'm going to move off site. Do you have any ways to negotiate a lower price? Otherwise, I'm moving. Yeah, this is like the beauty of it, is like people actually don't want to lose your business, and so they often will. I've called PayPal quite a few times. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Either way, a win's a win. A win's a win. Katie says I'm uber frugal. I'm a coupon queen, so there's really nothing for me to cut. In fact, my problem is I don't invest enough in my business, so nothing's automated. So you have the opposite problem. And I love that we get to work through this together because it's still a really important thing. For me, I get it. I am naturally quite an accumulator, as Denise Duffield Thomas would call in Sacred Money Archetypes. And when I first started my business, I was like, look at me go. I've got no expenses. And I did it all by hand. And so when somebody wanted to join my mailing list, I would add it to a spreadsheet. And then when I have to send out a newsletter, I would like copy and paste all of those emails in to my Gmail and send it to everyone that way. And then when somebody wanted to unsubscribe, I'd manually go back into my spreadsheet. And at a certain point, it took me time every single day to manage it. And also, it was just ridiculous. And at a certain point, Gmail classified me as a spammer because I was sending so many emails. Of course I was. Of course I was. And when I started investing in things that would actually automate my business, it freed up so much more time for me to be able to focus on growth of my business. So when we look at expenses, we need to be really aware of the ones that provide a positive benefit and allow us to expand, and the ones that are just mindless. So we are after mindful consumption of things that actually help us to prosper, not just like mindless, like, oh, money's going out. You're really good at not having it of that mindless consumption. But what you do need is the mindful consumption that allows you to expand and allows you to grow. Not all expenses are created equal, and some are going to save you money or help you create more money. And that is an enormous benefit. Okay. Amber says, thank you, Leonie. This is fantastic. This file makes me smile big time. I see future savings here. So grateful. These savings alone will pay for my annual Academy membership. Brenda says, how do we best allocate annual costs in the spreadsheet that does monthly? Good thinking. Just divide it by 12 on a calculator. And then it will create it for you. Or just put it in that, just put it directly in the annual saving, if that makes sense. Okay. Just scrolling through people's questions, and now people just working on getting your Academy membership free and just saving yourself shit tons. Be beautiful. Beautiful. Claire says, if I'm on monthly payment for Academy, how do I move to annual? Can I just purchase annual and then message to cancel the monthly? Yes, you can totally do that. Totally fine. Or just email my team, support@leoniedawson.com. And that's a really good point, Claire. Thank you for adding it, because one way for you guys to like reduce expenses on a plan is check if they have an annual plan. If it's something that you know that you love and use and will be using, then often you can save 20% by swapping to an annual plan. And then that's savings, baby. That's savings. Felicity says, I realize I have a VPN subscription I don't use anymore. Gone. Mwah! Mwah! Claire says, what are we saying about the Canva price increases? I cancelled Canva Teams due to renew in December. For me, Canva is like such an important part of my business, and Adobe is like a shit ton more expensive. So I still think Canva is a great investment for me personally. Kiki says, I've always used the free Canva. Oh, that's true. There's always those options there. Branda says, I just canceled Netflix, savings $12 a month. Just canceled the camping subscription, saving $32 a month. Canceling YouTube premium plan, $15 a month. Amazing. And these seem like small numbers, but let me quickly just remind everyone. So 12 times 12 and 144. So 144. 2 times 12, 384. Oh, I'm going to run out of brain space in a second. That's my executive functioning. Should have done it on a spreadsheet. If only I had a little spreadsheet to make this work. Here we go. 144. I just love seeing numbers build up. 384. And then 15 times 12. 180. Somebody's probably answered and put everything in here. But I'm not going to scroll and find it. I'm going to enjoy this process. 144. All right. So Brenda just cancelled 3 subscriptions. That's $700 a year. $708 a year. Claire says, I did this exercise a few months ago when I did the money manifesting and multiple stream money mindset and manifesting course. What a brilliant program in the academy. Hope I can find some more reductions, but not sure. You'll be surprised. Let me know, because I always think like I only just did that expense like that, like because I always do it every 6 months. I've already done it. There's always something more. Always something more. Erin says, oh my God, I did the same thing for my email list. It was extremely manual and extremely not scalable. Yes. Wherever we can free up our time, that is a worthy and good investment. Lorna says, this is so timely, Leonie. Just started last week. I called the bank on my home loan and they dropped the interest rate, saving me $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year. Woot. I also have at least 4 cloud storage services I need to consolidate. Going to go for work or get the spreadsheet going today. Thank you. Lorna, you absolute queen. Absolute queen. Take advice from Lorna, guys, because this, like your big expenses, is often where you can save the most as well. And spoiler alert, banks get this all the time and they want you to like call to us to get your mortgage done and just feel like, actually, I'm shopping around for better mortgage prices. What's the best that you can offer me just while I explore looking at moving my mortgage over somewhere else? And you don't even have to threaten. You can just say, like, prices are very high. Is there any chance that I can get my mortgage rate decreased? Amazing. Amazing. Claire says, I also really resent Xero. I'll write to them as I've more than doubled it since I joined 6 months ago. Absolutely. And my accountant warned me about this like years ago. He's like, Xero is actually not profitable as a company yet. That's why the price increases. Tazim says, I've saved $3,895.56. Yes. Yes, you have. Oh my God. I love when people save money. It's so delicious. So delicious. Teresa says, according to the spreadsheet, I can save almost $3,000 yearly on life expenses and around $1,500 in business expenses yearly. Once everything's been implemented and processed. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much for the spreadsheet. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And here's the thing, guys, if you ever buy anything from me, you can just go, well, that was free, because Leonie just like saved me so much money. I love providing value, guys. What can I say? What can I say? Can you give the link to the spreadsheet again? Yes. So just go to leoniedawson.com/free academy. And that's my little document there that I use. And it's got the biz checklist and the life expenses checklist in there. Okay. I'm going to all right, check the comments again. All right. For people who are just joining, leoniedawson.com/free academy. That's my document. And it gives you the exact step-by-step instructions for you to use. And it includes links to my spreadsheets where you can save things. So I've got my life one and I've got the business one. So you just go File, make a copy, and it creates a copy that you can use. And then you go through, you accrue all of the expenses that you can find for your life and for your business, and then have a look at And so what you're looking for specifically is the recurring expenses, whether it's annual or monthly or weekly subscriptions, and look at whether you want to cancel or reduce it. Now, sometimes I can't do everything in an hour. That's why I've got my notes section so that I can put in what I need to do next. And like, I need to contact or I need to email them back. Sometimes, like when I'm focusing on the accrual, and then once I've got it sorted, I'm like, sweet, okay, that's all done now. It's all organized. But it's amazing how quickly things can start adding up. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So Jody says, I canceled 2 business expenses already and saved $437. Easy, easy. Eileen says, just saw the message joining in the call. That's totally okay. You're right on time. All you need to do is go to leoniedawson.com/free academy, because I'm helping you make the academy free if you want to use your savings in that direction. Beautiful. And yeah, we can make magic together happen that way. All right, so the spreadsheet for those, go to leoniedawson.com/free academy, and there's a Google document and with your little checklist. In the meantime, just keep working away. Lisa says, I'm going to cancel a movie theater subscription I pay $25 a month for and never go to the movies. Don't we all? Don't we all? It's like gym memberships, right? Like it's the idea of what we think we're going to be. And then in reality, we're just not. I go to the movies once every 5 years. It's probably less than that. It's probably once every 7 years, the average. It's terrifying, but it's just who I am. I'd love the idea of doing it, but not doing it. $25 a month also adds up beautifully. That's $300 a year. $300 a year. That's $1 a day. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kiki says, I waited till it was a sale on Masterclass to sign up again and save $50. Genius. Genius. Claire says, I've just saved around $100 for the Academy by switching from monthly to annual. You are a genius. Genius. Adding that to your spreadsheet. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. The only link I'm seeing since I joined is someone with a linkification. And the link is leoniedawson.com/free academy. And that's the Google document. And it gives you the links to the spreadsheets. Amaria says, I should be looking at balance transfer offers of existing credit cards. I did one and transferred about £322. Hooray, hooray. Sherry says, this is a reminder. My husband manages all of our personal expenses and I manage my business expenses. I have no idea anymore what's involved in our life expenses. I'm piecing together what exists. Totally understandable. My husband and I tend to split ours. So I do more of the business and he does the life stuff. I'll still pop in on the life stuff because some of them are mine. That only works, however, is because he's incredibly frugal. He's more than me. So I totally trust that, like, he's being as cheap as possible. But it's always really good to know. And I still have my life expenses checklist anyway. And it's also just a nice chance to, like, for us to connect and have a bit of a money date around it as well. Kiki says, I only use music streaming services when they have 3 months free or whatever, and then canceling before payment date save loads. Does hugely. Also, like, if you've got a Kindle Unlimited subscription, why don't you cancel it for the moment? I'm constantly canceling mine, and I only use it like when I just want to like read some solid trash. But then, guys, remember, library. You can go to a library and get books out, and often local libraries give you free subscriptions to for ebooks as well. And even here in Australia, you can get, like, I think If you're in Queensland, you get free access to lynda.com, which is like an online course platform as well, like with learning all the tech software. So really, really have a look at your local library services, because they often include a whole bunch of access to streaming services, and they might be like slightly more limited, but that's fine. Like test it out and see if it works for you, and really harness the capacity of local libraries. And you're paying for it with your taxes, and supporting local libraries is a beautiful thing as well. And I also will give myself like low expense challenges. I've talked about these before on my blog. Let me just put the banner up. I'll have like low spend months, or even like low spend years. And let me just see if I can find my diary of it. Low spend. If you Google Leonie Dawson low spend, you can find a lot of my a lot of blog posts around it, because it's a challenge I do fairly like every year or two. And just to like get more mindful around my consumption again, and that's really, really helpful. And so that means just not buying shit from the shops, and using what I have, and doing a deep intensive dive into what I can get creative with. Yogi says Audible is $179 a year. If you've got unused credits, they'll refund them upon cancellation. Amazing. Also, you can get a lot of audiobooks through the library. Yogi says you do have to call or chat and request the refund for Audible. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Rachel says, for Kindle Unlimited, I give it to myself at their gift rate and it reduces the price a ton. I use it daily. Worth it for me. Totally. Cherida says, free books on bookcave.com, bookspry.com, bookrebel.com, and you can get newsletters with new books, and you choose the genres and frequencies. Amazing. Amazing. Eileen says, thanks for the encouragement. I'm cancelling cable very soon. That should save maybe $2,000 to $3,000 or so a year. 7 now. 7 now. I shall be contacting my insurance providers. I know I can reduce the cover on some of them and save around £30 a month. And that is £360 a year. Incredible, incredible. Okay, my loves, last chance if you would like to tag a friend in this and go into the draw to win US $100 cash. And you've still got 11 minutes left to see how much more you can save, you can reduce in this challenge, and then we'll draw the free Academy membership as well. Hooray, hooray. Katie says, here's another tip. Some summits and courses have a buddy pass, and you can split the cost between the two of you. Oh, yeah. Kiki says, I order my glasses from online distributors and saves me around £150 a year. Hooray! Teresa says, thanks for the Kindle Unlimited reminder. I've now saved another $144 a year. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Brenda says, I'm now at saving $888 a year. Oh, delicious. That thrills me so much. It thrills me. And I am not an advocate for like killing off everything. There's going to be some things that are joy bringers, that bring an enormous amount of joy into your life. There are things that just save your sanity. Amazing. 3, that save you time. And 4, if they can grow your business, then those are good expenses, good expenses. It's the shit that you don't even know that you're paying for. You're like, ugh, I hate that. Or I wish I didn't have to pay this much. That's what we're dealing with here. And this is where you can save so much money. Kiki says selling physical books before buying new ones is a good habit. I still like to read the actual book. Genius. Paula says, whenever I get a sales discount email from a vendor, I snooze it until about a month before I renew so I can use it to negotiate a discount. Genius. Kerry says, just realized my business bank account has been charging me monthly when I thought I was meeting other requirements. Reaching out about this now. This could save me about $180 a year. Absolutely. Isn't it delicious? Okay. Elise says, I just canceled 2 movie channel subscriptions that we haven't been using. Question, I've joined the Academy and programs in the past. Do I need to join the Academy every year? So the Academy is a 12-month membership, and you can cancel it at the end of the year. We always send a reminder beforehand. About 90+% of our people keep it, however, because they're getting so much value out of it and so much growth in their business because of using it. So most people keep it, and then it's an automatic renewal. If you have cancelled your membership, then if you want to rejoin, I'd highly recommend joining before the Academy price increase. So Academy prices are going from $199 a year to $499 a year. It's more than doubling. If you sign up at the lower rate, some people got in super early and signed up at $99 a year rate. Some people, now people can sign up at $199, but only for the next 2 days. You get to keep that rate that you sign up at for the rest of your membership. Why I did that is like my accountant is like, no, you need to increase your prices. And I'm like, no. But the reason I do that is because I want to reward you all as early investors. And so it's a massive saving for you to even keep your membership, because you know that if you cancel and then come back to renew, it's going to be double or 5 times the amount that you signed up at. So it just becomes an amazing saving. And so like when I'm charging $1,000 a year for it, you still get to keep it at the price that you signed up at. And you're like, oh, look at me go. And in the Academy, you get over $10,000 of my programs. You get monthly group coaching with me. You get all of my programs, including Money, Manifesting, and Multiple Streams of Income, which is 4 weeks of a deep dive into reducing your expenses, increasing your income, and going behind the scenes of my own finances and how I set it up in my life and my business, and also the mindset stuff of work, because these can be some really big blocks for people, and how to work through those in order to create a new financial future for yourself. That's included in the Academy. Usually that is $199 just for itself, and you get that as part of the Academy. Then you also get Sales Star, which is usually $297 a year just by itself, but you get it free in the Academy as well. And that is my intensive sales and marketing program. And I regard that as an essential building block if you are in business. If you want to create more abundance in your business and create more revenue, you need to take Sales Star. If you only take Sales Star, you will have created so much more abundance in your life for it. Then we also have 40 days to create and sell your e-course, 40 days to finish your book, work less, earn more, get organized, how to hire and manage a VA, and more. We have over 100 programs in there now. And it's like, I, as an accumulator, as somebody who likes to like get a lot for my bang for my buck, that's like, the Academy is absolutely that. Okay. Brownie says, just realize it's crucial to check recurring payments from PayPal account as well as bank accounts. Easy to miss. Yes, 100%. Liza says, I've been paying $76 a month for a course for 4 years. That's okay. It happens to the best of us, my love. And guess what? You're going to be saving so much money going forward. Absolutely. Lisa says, if you try to cancel a newspaper or magazine subscription, they will always offer you a lower rate to stay. It's true. It's true. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you for everyone who has shared the tagged people. So we'll do the prize draw for $100 and you still have 4 more minutes to keep finding expenses to reduce, and then we'll draw the free Academy membership as well. Okay, let me just put everybody who's tagged people into my randomometer. Oh, Layla says, I ran out of printing paper. Will this spreadsheet still be available after the call? Yeah. I'm not going to remove the access. If you just go to leoniedawson.com/free academy, I'll just keep it up. Okay. Rachel says, gets me 8 years of the Academy free. I've saved over $800. Yes! I love that. Jody says, I checked in Apple what I had and can reduce some apps there. Yeah, you can. Genius. All right. The winner of our little tagging competition, you're going to win US $100, is Livia T over on YouTube. Livia, thank you so much for sharing about it. Thank you everyone for sharing about this live stream. If you could email in support@leoniedawson.com, and if you could give us your PayPal email address, then we can send you US $100 cash. Hooray! I just love creating abundance in those ways. What a treat. What an absolute freaking treat, guys. And we still have 2 minutes left for people to do their accruals, and I'll get everyone to start sharing their totals of how much they've saved in total. Libby says, thank you so much. This was so fun. I know, isn't it so fun to save money? I fucking love it. It's delicious. Loretta says, I just checked my credit card. I saw a monthly charge of £35 for a weight loss app I haven't used in months. You've saved. Hooray. Adriana says, this practice is so good. $3,000 in savings between life and business. Yay. Brilliant, Adriana. I am so happy for you. Selena says, $5,996. My cumulative self is so damn happy right now. Oh, isn't it? Dawn says, I've enjoyed doing this. The energy of doing it alongside others is great. It's delicious, isn't it? It's so fun. All your little dopamine thrill of guys, did you see how much money I made? Oh. Eileen says, I really appreciate holding this in a fun, playful way. What a difference in meeting money things. Yes. And I do want to say, it's such a big way of approaching your money stuff and making it accessible. That's why I did money manifesting in multiple streams of income, to make it fun, to make it doable, because so often we feel scared of the money stuff. So if you've joined the Academy, make sure you do the Money Manifesting and Multiple Streams of Income course because it is beautiful and so potent and so powerful. Okay. Lisa says, I've already got a Leonie Kajabi membership with a handful of courses in it. What happens if or when I join the Academy using the same address? Are you still in a Kajabi? Yes. And what it means is that you get access to all of the courses. And if that's totally fine, that works. It just like unlocks everything for you. And if at any point in time you do decide to cancel your Academy membership, that's totally fine. Like you won't, because most people will keep it, but because they're getting so much value. But even if you decide to cancel it later, that's totally fine. You still have access to the courses that you have bought, like for long term. So it's a beautiful little system we got going on. Rosemary says, I just limited a monthly $9.99. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Hooray, hooray. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. Valeska is saying, potentially every year in savings, 1,000 in savings. Margaret saying saving £500 a year on broadband. Oh, Eileen says, I love it. Mercy and compassion in realizing expenses we didn't realize equals awesome. Yeah. Like you actually don't have to beat up on yourself. It's like, oh, okay, whoopsie. Like imagine my face when my husband was like, why do we have 2 Adobe subscriptions? And I'm like, sorry, what's happening? He's like, do you use? Like, why you got 2? I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Okay. Trisha says, this is so cool. I can see how much I'll save when I utilize this method. Kira says, if I'm already in the Academy, will it auto renew on the date I originally purchased it? Yes, it will. And we send a reminder out a month in advance as well. And you can always email in to cancel if you want to. Otherwise, you get to keep it, and then you can keep it at the price that you the price that you purchased it at. Spoiler alert, I know we're on an expenses saving challenge, but I do want to say, guys, keep your Academy membership because there's so much fucking shit in there that is going to help you grow. We need to remember about what's going to help you grow your expenses. If you were getting like zero value at all out of it, cool, go for it. You're an anomaly, but go for it. We want to make sure that we keep expenses that help us to grow. If I am not serving you to grow, release me, please. But my intention is always to like serve and over deliver wildly. And because the Academy prices keep going up, then you want to keep it at the lower rate so that you can always access it without having to spend the higher amount. Paula says the Academy is an investment, so much value and way underpriced, even when it does double. It is. That is exactly what, like me as an accumulator, what I intend to do. Okay. All right, my friends, time is up on our expenses challenge. So if you can share how much you have saved for the year using this, that will be beautiful. Ashley has saved 6.892. Incredible. I saved on Circle membership by purchasing a similar product in AppSumo for a lifetime of $149. Amazing. Simone says, my digital nomad life change as of mid-July is going to save me more than $20,000. Leonie, I've taken this challenge before and it shifted my mindset to become more creative and frugal. You absolute doll of a human. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Carrie's saved $539. Hooray! This is so thrilling. It just delights me Brenda says savings now at $1,710. Yummy. Margaret saved £600. Amazing. Kari says, I want to get the membership. I have ADHD and don't always finish the courses I start. Anyways, I saved $338 so far. Yay! For sure. Also, ADHD, if you are in the academy, we have our virtual co-working space. A lot of our people with ADHD find it incredibly useful and use it every day in order to increase their productivity. And 2, there is the ADHD and and autism business and productivity success program in there as well. So they might be useful. Okay. Teresa says, my savings total is $6,730 annually. Guys, look what you've done in 1 hour. In 1 hour. Jody saved $821. Robin saved over $750. Amaria stands at about £1,161 and still have more to investigate. And Temple has saved over $6,000. My goodness, my goodness. Paula says, I did a little of this exercise a few months ago and still found another. What is this hiding? I saved $588. Whee! Oh my goodness, this thrills me. All right, I think going off all of these, our winner is Ashley. Let me see if I can find her comment. It's Ashley, ASHLEIGH. Was it Murray? That was the last name. Let me quickly find. But just remember, we're all fucking winners here, guys, because we've all just saved a shit ton of cash and had a lot of fun while we did it. Hooray! All right, I can't find the comment. Ashley, you can find me. You can find me. Can we do this every month in the academy? I think what I'll do is I'll make it more of a regularly recurring item. Regular expenses check. It'll be so fun, right? Even if we do it every 3 months together, that would be beautiful. That would be so fun. And we're going to have, starting next year as well, we're going to have more implementation hours as well, where we do guided co-working together. So good. This was super fun and very eye-opening. So grateful for you. Teresa, thank you for playing along. Well done on everything you did. So, so amazing. Donna saved £1,088 and more to investigate. Not a saving, but I sold my musical instrument this weekend for £2,000 and I haven't really been using it for years. Amazing. Amazing. Sherry says this was great. Really good to look at things again. So fun, right? £1,200 a year saved, £420 saved so far. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. All right, let me see if I can find this comment. All right, Ashley, who saved $6,892. You are the winner of our free Academy membership. And if you email in support@leoniedawson.com, and we will get that set up for you. Here's the email address to log in through. Weep, 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 weep. Winner, 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 winner. Thank you, my darling humans, for spending this time with me. I'm so, so grateful. I'm so glad that I followed the guidance from the angels to host this and run this. It's my first time running it free and offering it publicly. It's usually just something for my clients, but I really felt like this is for people who really want to join the academy and like wanted to make sure it was a good investment. I just thought, you know what, let's just make the money for you so you know that it's great for you. And for people who've already joined the academy to go, oh, okay, I'll just make my academy membership free. Hooray, we love that. And one final spruik leoniedawson.com/academy. That is a place where you can get all of my programs and resources to help you live a more abundant create a more abundant, growing business and live a beautiful life. Prices are doubling in about 48 hours. So make sure you check it out. leoniedawson.com/academy. I would love to see you in there. We have about 5,000 members, and I love delivering and over delivering and making it the absolute best investment that they'll ever make. Erin says, thanks, Sugar Daddy Leonie. That's actually exactly my energy. Exactly my energy. Yes. Yes, that is you, Ashley Murray. You are the winner. Please email us support@leoniedawson.com. That will be beautiful. Oh my goodness. Is the co-work over multiple time zones? It is open 24/7. And then we will have some hosted co-working times as well, but it's open 24/7 and there's usually people in there. It's quite fun. I use it all the time for myself as well. All right. Lisa says, I love a joint activity like this rather than only Q&As. It's delicious, isn't it? It's delicious. So I'm going to be doing much more of those in the Academy in 2025. It's going to be our year of getting shit done and implementing, because we already know everything we kind of need to know. We just need to get our shit done. And that's really important. All right. I love you all. Thank you all for spending this time with me. I'd love to see you in the Academy if you haven't already joined. And let's go continue to create our miracles together. You are magnificent and you are divine and you deserve all good things.